What's going on, YouTube? Okay. Well, Pentaxians, I think I have found your ultimate tripod. A lot of us already have tripods. Now, when I say I think I found our ultimate Pentax tripod, is just based on the fact that we're a very versatile set of photographers. You've got people doing portraits, you've got people doing events, you've got people doing sports now, thanks to the K3 series, especially the K3 Mark III. Got a lot of birders now, landscapes, which can get you into some pretty interesting situations in regards to trying to acquire the photos you're trying to shoot. If you're at like a riverbed and there's rocks and you're trying to get the right composition. So, but you also want to use a tripod in order to keep it stable. So a lot of us also are used to Pentax being, the value brand, which Pentax has clearly thrown directly out the window with the introduction of the K3 Mark III. However, there are some other products that kind of do carry that same philosophy that Pentax is known for, or was known for, in regards to, best bang for the buck. So I think I found the ultimate all-in-one tripod that can be used for practically everything, from street photography to landscapes, birding, sports. I mean, it can actually support the weight of the FA Star 600 f4 mounted to a K1. And if you're not all that crazy about having to lug the tripod out, you can also turn it into a monopod, and it's a grounder tripod without even having to remove the center column. So we're just going to go through the Benro FBAT series of tripods. What's the big deal? Check this out. Now, before we get into this, I do apologize about the random stuff all over the place. We were having a bunch of renovations done, so a lot of stuff had to be moved into the basement, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Now, the model of Benro FBAT that I have, or Benro BAT Series, is the Benro BAT, oh, come on, focus, there we go, FBAT24C. It's a carbon fiber tripod / monopod / all-in-one amazing piece of engineering. And when I was originally recording this video, what you were actually seeing is I had my phone mounted directly to here through my DJI OM4 gimbal, and you'll notice it's mounted directly to the tripod. So even as a content creator, if you're doing hybrid video and stills, this is a really, really cool thing. It's mounted right to the base plate here, and there's actually holes that you can screw in accessories. There's one here, and there's one on the other side back here. And these holes here are where all the leg locks actually take place, which we'll get into in a minute. But let's get started with why this thing is a big deal. So one thing to notice is on the actual plate itself, there's a marker right here that shows, dead center. Let's see here, there we go. Yeah, so there's a little tiny mark right there, which corresponds with this marker right here on the plate. So it's basically get the camera on, line up the marker, and there you go. Tighten it down. Now, the really nice thing about this is even when you loosen this knob here, loosen it, it stops, it locks in place. So it is loose, right? You can move it across, but it won't actually come off. It won't come off the actual tripod. You have to pull this out, so it does have a safety lock, and then continue to twist it, and then you can remove the camera. So it does have a safety mechanism built in that won't allow the camera to come off until you've pulled this. So you have to do a deliberate removal. It also has the usual pan for panoramas. However, on the back here, this little knob here also allows panning. Loosen it, pan, but notice the head is remaining in the same spot. So you have two different ways to actually do your panning. Locks in, you want to pan the other way, there you go. So there's that element, which is pretty cool. Now let's get on to the meat and potatoes. Now with traditional tripods, if you want to turn it into a grounder tripod, what you end up having to do is remove the center column. So you got to undo this, you got to unscrew here, remove this whole thing, pull this whole thing off. Once that's pulled off, then you remount it underneath, and then, you know, it's cumbersome. So with this, if you want to turn it into a grounder tripod, all you really need to do is just flip the legs up, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Drop the legs down. Just drop this leg down. Drop this one down. Alright, and then just flip the rest of the legs over. And you have your grounder tripod. It's as easy as that. Very, very, very convertible. Very convenient. Let's get this back up here. I'm going to show you, when it comes to street photography and shooting in very difficult situations where you don't have a lot of space, this is really, really cool. So if you don't have a lot of space to work with, no problem. Got your camera right here. You've got one leg right against the wall. Stability here. It's not going anywhere. And you can just aim and fire. That's it. Haven't seen any other tripod that actually does that. This thing is just, it's amazing. It's so well thought out. All right, so let's get the monopod section out here, because even the monopod's really good. That all said and done. Remove this leg. And it's a very compact tripod. That's the other thing I like about it. It's very lightweight, compact, easy to carry, portable. Even has the little hook thing. Let's put this down here. So what I just took off is the little hook for you to put your bag or some extra weight. It's spring-loaded, as you can see. Right? To maintain a lower center of gravity. Alright, let's loosen you up. Pull you out. Screw you on and boom, there you go. Got your monopod. It literally happens that quick. That quick. And it's pretty tall. It's actually about as tall as I am. Let's lower this down a bit here. So now you've got your monopod. Do all your shooting. Or you can remove the head entirely and throw on a gimbal if that's what you prefer to shoot with. Let's get this off here carefully. There we go. So here's the monopod part. Got the ball head. Screws on, screws off. You can switch it up, throw on a gimbal. So yeah, this is a very, very versatile, well thought out tripod, monopod. And I think it would be an invaluable tripod to have for pretty much any Pentaxian. And the final element is the extension of the center columns. So with the center columns, they actually extend pretty far. Here's the first one. And then you've got the inner column. Now, when I'm shooting with the gimbal, I don't really mind using the center column. I know it's not that stable. However, you're already going to be holding the camera, right? So for me, it's not a very big deal. And then when I'm done using, when I'm done shooting, then I just collapse everything so there's more stability in case of winds and things like that. But yeah, this is the Benro BAT Series tripod. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, this is by far my absolute favorite tripod. This thing is so versatile. You can shoot in all kinds of crazy situations, like, say if there's rocks or something, you can actually just have the leg laying down like this. You can have it at different angles just to get that stability. Have a rock here, rock here. I mean, the amount of the amount of shooting scenarios you can end up in, this can accommodate so much. It's really, really remarkable, and yeah, it's worth checking out. So that's pretty much it. If you like the video, leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. Helps me out. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you want to support the channel, I'll leave that information at the bottom of the description. And that's it. I'm gonna go. See you next time on my next video. I'm out.